advantage in all of football, and certainly the loudest, as we welcome you to GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Today, it's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the Denver Broncos and the Kansas City Chiefs. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The drive will begin with a run by Edwards-Helaire. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's a start they can live with. 15 yards on their first play from scrimmage.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy's setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Mahomes on the give to Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The Chiefs at 6-4 now on the year. And they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
From the 38, Mahomes. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Michael O.J. Moody. And the Broncos are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Well, these two teams met in Kansas City earlier this season with the Chiefs winning that ball game. So if they can win again here in KC, they would pull off the season sweep.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
They'll stay on the ground with Williams.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Up the middle, it's Williams. And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Well, that's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and they came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now Wilson. And that will be incomplete.
They're such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
Fourth down, Wilson trots off, and on comes Brandon McManus for the Denver field goal. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And it bangs off the left upright and deflects away. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. So plenty of leg, but it's the accuracy there that lets him down.
Yeah, he hit it really well. I think this might have been good from 55. But you'll see it just conk off that upright, and they're denied a chance at 3 points.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
On second down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. This defense for the Broncos, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was popped free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Mahomes now to throw. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. He'll get it inside the 20. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. A big play there for KC. 43 yards.
You can feel the effort all the way up here. He tried his best to get there. Didn't quite make it, but down around the 2-3 yard line. Gotta love the effort, and especially the big play that gave his offense a great opportunity.
And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year and 3rd overall. And the Chiefs get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the #1 goal? Make the playoffs. #2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Wilson. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 33 yards that time.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now a give up the middle to Williams.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them were big. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
On 2nd and 7, Wilson. Yeah, this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. So, Charles, they had him double covered in the end zone. It still was not enough.
I wonder if they're thinking to themselves now, 2 didn't work. Do we go for 3 guys on him next time? Because he fought through all that extra attention, got himself into a great position where his quarterback felt confident enough to challenge the coverage and threw it his way. What a big-time play right there, both by the quarterback trusting him and by him going up and getting it.
So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Baron Browning in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Now this is where field awareness comes into play. He's getting perilously close to his own goal line, and after that sack, backed up to his own 2.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Here's Mahomes to throw. He's going to look deep for more. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It's fielded at the 45. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards.
And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. A pretty decent gain on the tough run before he's brought down at the 25.
Quinn Miners, 3rd-round pick in 2021, called for the penalty.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now Wilson. Buying time to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game.
And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
I'm sure that pass was incomplete. They made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He'll let this go deep for Sutton.
And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
You ask tight ends about their favorite routes to run, and surprisingly, this will pop up as one of their staples because they run so many routes in the middle of the field. How about this one? Starts downfield, bends it to the corner, great touch on the football, and they turn that one into a big play.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Flush to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35.
That goes for a Chiefs 1st down, 14 yards.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
1st and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with a bandit.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
This one is caught. It's Moore.
And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 14.
Second down, back to Edwards-Helaire.
It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Hey, 57, 57.
Mahomes going to throw. Rolling to his right. He's got his man, Valdes-Scantling. And he'll be taken down with a first down as they get about 14 out of that one, and we go to the 2-minute warning. Now Mahomes. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Marquez Valdes-Scantling. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he'll be out right at the 35. 40 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. This is caught inside the 15. A huge play there for Denver. 51 yards.
But I think it's about time I took my eyes off of the secondary or the guys with the football. How about the offensive line on that snap? They took care of business.
Absolutely, and when he can stay in the pocket like that, you're going to get big plays like we just saw. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown. Javonte Williams with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point from McManus is good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now here's Mahomes. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 41 yards.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. From the 5, 2nd and 4. Now receiver in motion left. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. Butker's kick here is good. So the long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. And no run back here as the 3rd quarter will commence with a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the 3rd quarter.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense. I think in the future, if you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double-team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy. He came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he's got room. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 83 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Line of scrimmage moves from 137-yard line to the other as they come up 1st and 10. They go play action now. Wilson. He finds his man complete. That's Hayes. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on 1st down. They're ahead of the chains now.
On 2nd down, Williams. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They got 5 through the air last play, now 5 on the ground. 1st and 10.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
On 1st down, Wilson. And incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Wilson finds Dulcich out left side. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have kept it on. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender.
Williams loses the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. And he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room where they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fields it right around the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You've just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
23 yards on the tuck and run.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice game to bring up a new set of downs.
They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
They go play action with Wilson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Trent McDuffie getting the chance to blitz and finishing it off with a sack.
We've seen how this quarterback can beat you with his legs. Saw it earlier on this drive, as a matter of fact. But that time, they had him covered.
They really gave him no place to escape because oftentimes they're able to find a crack, a sliver, anything that can get them upfield. On that occasion, nothing open at all, and they swarmed him. As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Here's Logan Cook now as he'll kick it away for the second time. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now Edwards-Helaire. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. 58 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
So a little more space to work with here from the 13 on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. Open man, it's the tight end Kelsey. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Baron Browning, the one who brought him down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Caught. Kelsey, left side. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 31-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory. Down at the 31. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. And he'll throw this one away, but I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. That'll be a gain of 15 yards, and that's going to make it 4th down. Butker's kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the fourth.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
The last series for a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But it looked like, fortunately, the Broncos able to recover. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Play action. It's Wilson.
This one swung out to Williams.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
And they get 17 more on that one and another 1st down.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. DJ Chark, 26 yards.
And the Broncos have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
McManus's point after is good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So already not the best of kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked up by Caden Stearns. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
2nd and 4.
From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
191 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
They come up on a 1st and goal and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and a PAT for the lead.
Williams is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3.
It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll run it with Williams. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
So it's 3rd and goal now. This is where the KC crowd can make it very tough.
Now Wilson.
And the pass is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy.
4 yards on the touchdown grab.
And the Broncos are an extra point away from taking the lead here in the 4th.
Critical extra point up and good. And that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Now this offense trying to change the script here a little bit, CD. Trailing on the scoreboard, and the last time out on the very first play of the drive, they threw that interception.
And you definitely saw his coaches, teammates come over to him on the sideline, tried to help him shake it off, because in this game, his team is down right now. So it's important to make sure you get some confidence back for both the quarterback and the entire offense. Otherwise, those mistakes could continue to pile up.
Mahomes.
He's got a man complete.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Charles, just a gigantic play right there.
Absolute breakdown defensively, but take no credit away. A huge gain, and that turns things around.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
2nd and 8.
They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Mahomes to throw it.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the 4th quarter.
And partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
And here's Edwards-Helaire.
And he is not going to make it. So they won't be able to move this lead up to a touchdown, as it'll remain a 5-point ball game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one, as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways.
And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted.
Picked up by Justin Reed.
And the Chiefs have just about sewn up this football game.
Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. but you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Mahomes down to a knee, and that should just about write a finish to this one.
Location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead.